said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Good counter punch. Tried to score with a jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter. Miss with that jab. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense, all the time. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Perfect counter shot. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a scoring blow. Threw a punch and just got countered. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss for that jab. This counter fighter believes in anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Well done with that counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, he is... And there's the bell to start round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. The stamina is off the charts. time. Appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down walls. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
That right uppercut misses. How about that time counter shot? Missing with that right hook. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Emmanuel. Back at it in round 4. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The right hook misses. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, we're entering time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one standing up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Beautiful counter shot. At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. He blocks that right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. That's straight hurting. Swing and a miss with that jab. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus. This is the beginning of round 6. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both men step back for just a moment. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skillful.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And Emmanuel Augustus is done. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout